Hello. Today is MLK Day. It's the day that we celebrate the life and achievements of one of our greatest activists, one of our greatest leaders, and one of the greatest people that I believe our country has ever produced. When it comes to Martin Luther King Jr., the thing that a lot of people don't understand is that while he may be beloved now, we have a whole day that celebrates him. Back in his time when he was doing his work, he was one of the most hated men in America. For instance, if you were to go back and look at political cartoons and commentary and opinions about his marches, you would find one that was actually reshared by his daughter in recent years. And what it depicts is, in the forefront, you have Martin Luther King Jr. and a reporter. And the reporter's holding a mic up to his mouth. And in the background, all these cars are overturned and these buildings are on fire. And the only thing that Martin Luther King Jr. is saying into the mic is, "We plan another peaceful protest tomorrow." Now, if that kind of a reaction sounds similar or familiar to you, let's move forward from the civil rights movement of old, and let's briefly stop in Kenosha 2020. I'm not, and I never will again, go into the whole story of everything from Kenosha 2020. However, when you take the commentary that you'd see from MLK, or about him from the people who didn't believe in what he was doing, and if you were to compare it side by side with what people said about the peaceful protesters and activists, and yes, I know, we had anarchists and people who came for destruction. I'm not talking about those people. I don't at all support those people. And in fact, at the time, I actively called out and would expose these bad actors, because that wasn't the goal. But even the people who were peaceful the whole time just stood there and held signs, who just tried to use their voice. They, despite trying to do things in the legal and right way, were demonized in the same way that MLK and all the original leaders of the movement were. And when I think about it all lately, I think it points to this heartbreaking conclusion inside of me. I don't know why, but lately I think about something that actually Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers, had said a long time ago. And what he said concerned times of crisis. And his quote is, "When I was a boy and I would see scary things in the news, my mother would say to me, 'Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping.'" And that's a beautiful thought. It is. There are always people who are trying to make things better. However, the rest of us and our reaction to it, I think, has changed. Right now, in America, it really doesn't matter if what you think, what you do, or what you say is right or wrong. It's almost become secondary to which party you belong to. There are people who, if you are red, they won't listen to you. If you're blue, they won't listen to you. If you're independent, they're probably going to act like you don't exist. We are so polarized, so at each other's throats, that we don't even look for the helpers anymore. We don't look for things to be better for all of us. It's not about one group or the other. It's not about one race or another. It's not even about one religion or ideology or others. It's about our humanity. We're reaching a point where human beings will praise or find ways to justify unjustifiable deaths of other people. We're at a point where people will laugh and denigrate other people simply for voicing their struggle and asking for someone, anyone, to step in and help. If Martin Luther King Jr. was around today, I don't know that many of us would even know his name. I don't know if we are, as a people, capable of the level of empathy, the level of compassion that it calls on to actually be united, to actually treat each other as we want to be treated, to make sure that everyone here truly has the right to pursue happiness, to pursue liberty, to pursue their own American dream. I wish with all my heart that we'd all snap out of it. I wish we could see things like MLK did. I wish we all still had his conviction. But we don't. Not right now. And while we may take this day to verbally and in some official capacity honor his life and work as a nation and as a people, it's almost pathetic that we do when we seem to spend every other day in our nation committing actions against each other, saying things to each other, and dismissing each other in ways that only disgrace and completely contradict everything he stood for, everything he dreamed of. We've let Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream become a nightmare, and we need to wake up from that.